Leafs Nation, do we all need this? Plan the parade. And I know people love to joke about that stuff, but no matter what, the Leafs get the W tonight, 3-2 in overtime against the Dallas Stars. Going into the game, Dallas had not lost the game this year. They were 3-0 going into it, and the Leafs win it 3-2 in overtime and are now 3-2 on the season. And the story of the game, Nick Robertson. There was so much talk during the offseason. Is he finally going to make this jump? I think I said in the preseason preview, is this kind of that next leap for him? When is he going to take that next step? He had a great preseason. Then we see he didn't make the team out of camp because they didn't want to lose Dennis Malgin to waivers, this and that. So he starts with the Marlies. He scores in the first game down there. Then he gets recalled. And in his first game this year in a Leafs uniform, he gets 2 goals, including the overtime winner. And the boys, much needed mentally, for us Leaf fans especially, get the W. And they, I can sit here, we can talk about in the past how they don't deserve this game. They didn't deserve this. They deserved this W today. I mean, you destroyed them in shots. You had double the power plays. Reason being, you possess the puck a ton. It makes them take penalties. And they did a really nice job. Shout out Samsonov. He was great again. Let's get to this game. First period. Glendening scores with under 5 or just about 5:15 to play in the first period to give them the lead 1-0. And we're like, oh God, this is not a good start. This is not where you want to be if you're the Leafs. And shots on goal in the first period were 11-6 in favor of Dallas. So again, maybe not a great start to the game for the Leafs, but as we've talked about in the past, right? It's not about playing, great in 20 minutes and garbage in 40. Maybe you can play an okay 20 and then a great 40, and you'll more often than not win games that way. In the second period, the Leafs turned the Jets on, and they had a power play in the second period fairly early on, less than 3 minutes in. And there's a point shot from Rasmus Sandin, and it's stopped by Scott Wedgwood initially, but the rebound's kicked out to Alex Kerfoot, who buries it past Scott Wedgwood, and it puts the Leafs on the board on the power play. The second unit getting it done. Sandin and Bunting grab assists for the goal at 2:31 of the second period, and we are tied. Shots on goal in the second period, 17-6 in favor of the Leafs. They deserved to win that period, and they did. We head to the third. And about 2 minutes into the period, Nicky Robertson. And look, can we talk about the phenomenal pass from Michael Bunting from the boards? I thought it was Giordano initially, but then I wrote down Michael Bunting got the assist. So I know it was Bunts getting that assist. He gets the puck in the corner, knows someone's cutting to the net. There's a backhand feed right to the tape of Robertson, who's just cruising down the lane, and he buries it low blocker, I believe, on Scott Wedgwood. And the Leafs are in front as Nick Robertson scores his second career NHL goal against his brother, Jason Robertson. And Bunting and Nylander grab assist the goal at $1:59 of the third period, and the Leafs have the lead. Then drama occurs, right? They get the power play, 7:21 in. Tyler Seguin scores, and there's some controversy. They go to review to see if, because I think they said that Marner pushed him in and whatnot, and there's that gray area, right, where it's all, it's everyone's opinion, right? And that's not what you want. And you could see Kyle Dubas was fuming. He was not pleased with that goal counting 7:21 into the third period because it tied the game. And yeah, if you don't like swear words, people, I mean, I've never sworn on these videos, thank goodness, and I will continue to not do so. But if you don't like swear words, well, don't watch the video like Kyle Dubas reacting to that goal, because there's some potty language there. I don't blame him though. And now we're tied, and that's probably a comment of like the way the season has gone so far, and not agreeing with the call. Right? It's a little bit of both, and I like it. I like seeing emotion from Kyle Dubas. I really do. Shots on goal in the third period were 17-10 in favor of the Buds. But again, we are tied 2-2. They get 2 power plays late. They had one with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. Then they get one with like $1:11 to go to take the lead and win it in regulation. You can't do it. You go into overtime and you have an abbreviated power play. You can't score on that. And can we let's talk about this. Jamie Benn's coming down on I think it's a one-on-one, really. I don't think there was a second guy. And Nick Robertson's that one guy back. And can we talk about the heck of a defensive play by Robertson to knock that puck off of Jamie Benn's stick to get it up the ice to Morgan Riley, who gives it across to Nick Robertson, and up comes Austin Matthews. You got all three guys coming. If this does not go in, you're getting a damn odd man rush the other way. And Matthews is coming up too. Robertson gets past the blue line, and he drops it back for Austin Matthews. And how many times do we see Austin Matthews, right, get that puck there, walk right in, defenseman's already backed up, and he just walks into a wrister and just blisters one. But instead of doing that, look, the defender was thinking that, Wedgwood was thinking that the entire way, and he drops it to I'd say about not top of the circle, about at the circle, to Nick Robertson, who one-timers it past Scott Wedgwood for the overtime winner, and the Leafs win it 3-2. Like I said, did they deserve to win this game? Yes. Was it a nail-biter? Yes. But it's a win. And I don't care what it takes. I told you guys at the start of the year, I will enjoy the wins, and if they're heartbreaking losses, I will lay it all out there. Enjoy it. People are going to say, well, I didn't play this good game, I'll do it in the playoffs. You know what? I don't care, honestly. I could give a damn. The fellas did a job tonight. Nick Robertson's got 2 goals. You bet your teeth he ain't coming out of that lineup now. So that was a great job. That was Riley and Matthews assisted that goal at 3:46 of the overtime period, so $1:14 to go in overtime. Ilya Samsonov. I'm gonna butcher that quite a few times now. I've gotten so used to saying Samsonov. Ilya Samsonov, another great game for him. But again, I'm not getting too excited because, it's a great start and we don't know. But another great start for him. 2 goals on 28 shots for him. I thought he was really good. If you want to take away that disallowed goal, he looked even better. So really nice job for Ilya Samsonov there. And obviously the key players in today's game, Nick Robertson with a couple goals and Michael Bunting with a couple apples in this game. Shots on goal in overtime are 3-1 in favor of the Leafs. So shots for the game. After losing the first period 11-6 in shots, the Leafs go on to win the shots total 43-28. They win by 15. I always say how the shot stat is meaningless, but when it's double digits, difference between one team, there's a little bit of a substantial difference there, right? So, great job. 43 shots. Scott Wedgwood was fantastic. He made some big-time stops, including robbing Mitch Marner in the second period, laying out for a buck, and somehow found a way to make the stop. And, power play, look, you got 8 tries. You scored on 1. However, the second goal from Nick Robertson, the penalty had just expired, probably a second or 2 right before he scored that goal. So, you could arguably say they were 2 for 8 on the power play. They were 1 for 4 with the Dallas Stars on their power play. The Tyler Seguin marker there in the third. But more importantly, the Leafs won. Now, they hit the road. They take on the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg on Saturday night for Hockey Night in Canada. It's a 7 p.m. puck drop there as the Buds look to continue to build moving forward. How many times have we said this, Leaf fans? We want to just get in the playoffs and see where it goes from there, right? One game at a time. Enjoy the win tonight. Watch the highlights. Enjoy it all like crazy. And move on to Saturday in Winnipeg against the Jets. And there's a lot of turmoil going over there in Winnipeg right now. So we'll see what happens there, though, on Saturday night. All right, we see what this team is capable of. Let's see if they can continue it. And with Nick Robertson on the squad, hopefully things change a little bit more. More positives for Leaf fans because, let's be honest, it's been hard to start the season because we're all on edge. As we should be, because this team has pained us year after year. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the W tonight because it was entertaining, fun, and let's be honest, the Leafs won. Smack the like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. I will talk to you guys Raptors edition, I believe it's 7:30 tomorrow night in Brooklyn, taking on the Nets after a great win yesterday in the season opener for the Toronto Raptors. They look to build on that in Game 2 tomorrow night in Brooklyn, all right? And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're back in action on Saturday night, as we talked about, in Winnipeg, 7 p.m. puck drop there in Hockey Night in Canada, as the fellas look to win 2 straight games, and maybe another Nick Robertson join. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, though. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.